So following up on the opportunity card, I know so many people want to relocate, so many people want to know this opportunity, but guys, I have found the exact website where you can also go and check yourself, get more information, and the link will be posted there first. So kama hutaki kungoja hapa kwa YouTube channel yangu, ama hutaki kungoja hapa kwa TikTok ama nini, ama you still want more information or clarity about this opportunity card, every information is in this particular website. Nitaweka link hapa kwa description below hapa kwa YouTube channel yangu. So go and check it out. Make sure you read everything. Kuna maswali mingi which I'll still answer, but for more clarity and everything that you need when it comes to Germany, that link is always there. They also have different and many jobs, legit jobs in Germany. Hakuna place ingine utapata ti legit jobs, sijui mtu anakuambia nini, This is the website to be. Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, the Rajore Clan. So today I'm going to work, the Rajore Clan Queen Leo. We are riding on our bike today. Manzei bike inatujenga, at least I don't have to wait for the bus. I just cycle to the train, na naenda na park bike yangu, na naenda train. But leo niko na so much good news. I have a follow-up video for the green card opportunity because so many people ask so many questions and so many people want to know so many things. So today I'll answer all those questions. Now nitapatia link ya where to wait for that specific link ya job. So guys, if you really want to relocate, this is the channel to be. Tell your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're new here, this is where we tell people opportunities in Germany and where we give people specific legit links. No one will ask you for money, no one will ask you for any bribe. You will be able to get the job. Ukipita interview, will be relocated free of charge. No one will ask you for any money. We're giving people connection as much as we can because we came here, we didn't use anyone, we didn't pay anyone. The company that relocated us didn't charge us anything, they gave us everything. So we also want everything for everyone here, guys. So stay tuned until the end and make sure that you follow all these steps, and all those questions that you ask, guys, I will answer them. So welcome to the Rajore Clan channel. How people go to work in Germany. Kama una gari, this is how you roll, man. Kuna bicycle lane. Adios, guys. Adios. Adios. So guys, nimefika hapa na bike yangu. Let me just park it so that I can proceed to the train. I don't want to go with it because it will be too much work to find a parking and to climb with it kwa nini. Kwa train it's hectic. Yes. So here's the bike. There are so many bikes here. And huku ndio nimetoka. So yeah. Let me just park it here. But I take my bag and go. So come with me today. It's now safe and it's locked. So you see. Yeah. So let's go. You can see you're guarded here, eh? So let's go, guys. Nimefika huku juu. Let me wait for my train. So as I wait for the train, tunaweza ongea mbili tatu. I can talk about how to get the link. But before then, let me advise a little advice to those people who kind of want to relocate and want to live in Germany, especially when you're new and everything. Don't stress yourself about purchasing a car at you need a car and everything. Transport system is very efficient. So what you can do is bicycle. Now bicycle like less than 100 euros. You have a nice bicycle. You cycle wherever the train is, and then you take the train. So it's easier. Even in Netherlands, it's one of the best. And also it's kind of exercise, you know. At the same time, you kind of exercise. So that's one hack I can give you guys. Bicycle, and the transport system is legit. Hakuna huko beba 20 bob ta. You just check train nakuja saa ngapi, you cycle or walk to the train station and you'll get your train at that particular time. So that's one hack I wanted to share before I continue with the opportunity card. Yeah. So guys, about the opportunity card, it's one of the best ways to come in Germany. It's one of the legit ways that you can come to Germany regardless of where you are in the world. So let me speak in a little bit of English today so that so many people can understand, because I've got so many queries. Oh, speak in English, you want to understand. So today let me speak more of English so that everyone in the world, because it's an opportunity to any person who wants to relocate, regardless of where they are in the world. So this is the opportunity. And you how do you inquire these points? Because I've got so many questions. Oh, how do I know the points? How do I know the points? So there are these requirements, which when you have a degree, you have 6 points. So that's already 6 points. You're qualified. So you can apply. You know when you have job description, then it says you have to have a university degree, you have to have 5 years of experience. So you see, like if you have 5 years of experience, maybe that's a point. That's how you know if you're qualified. So this is the requirements of the opportunity card. I'll still put a screenshot. And also, as you get to know if you're qualified, you get to count the points. So if the opportunity card wants you to have 6 points of degree, you already have 6 points. Want you to have 1 point of language, you already have 1 point of language. He wants you to have another point when you are below 55 or below 45, and below 35 it's 2 points. You already know you have another 2 points, you have another 1 point. So that's how you calculate the points. And then when you add up the points, you know exactly if you're qualified or not. So that by the time you're applying, you know exactly if you will be able to get this opportunity card or not. Because there's no shortcut. And like I said, first come, first serve basis. So let me just arrive to the office so that I'll sit down and answer some of these questions. But that is one of the main questions that I've had. People really don't know how to calculate these points. But it is that simple. Yeah. Okay, let me emphasize on one more thing before my train comes here. Know that even if you don't have the language, which is 1 point to know the language, and the minimum level is A1, you will have to learn the language, regardless if you get here or not. Some of these roles, you have to know the language. IT, it's a pass. For me, I don't know the language because in my company, we use English. But moving around, it's stressful and I kind of have to learn here and there. But some of these jobs, like maybe you're coming to work for German companies because you're coming to Germany. So maybe you're coming as a truck driver and the staff there speak German and you don't know German and you've come here with the opportunity card. How will you survive? How will you kind of talk to these people? That is one. It's a skilled job, you'll be relocated, but how will you be able to work with these people? Another thing, you're a nurse. How will you be able to treat patients without you knowing the language? You're an engineer. You're working for engineering companies, and these engineering companies are in Germany working for Germans. They use German language. So guys, even if I'm advocating that you can come here without the language, some of these opportunities, you don't have an option but to know the language. So it's best that you start learning the language, and most of the opportunities, which there are so many, kindly try and learn the language as much as you can. Regardless if, you see now I've given you a span of 2 months. Start learning the language. Use Duolingo as much as you can, because this Duolingo will help you along the way. It will help you to request something. It will help you to at least be interested to learn more on the job. Even if you come here, you'll be able to get 1 and 2. Even if you'll be struggling a little, they'll realize you want to know the language. And here people, when they know that you're interested to learn the language, they are so friendly and they will even train you in the job, So try as much as possible, know the language, regardless, so that your life will be simple. Imagine you're here, you don't know the language, you're looking for a job, and the job that you're looking for needs German. It's stressful. So don't come here and say, oh, I was told it's not a must for me to know the language, I'll get the job. Trust you me, many of the jobs, and you're coming here in Germany, you're coming to work for German companies, you need to know the language, regardless of which department you're working on. But if you're working for international companies that have companies in Germany, you're lucky they'll speak in English. But for your own sake, please, some of this and most of them need German, because you're coming to work for German companies, and most of them are not international companies. Very few are international companies. Most of the companies are Germans, and they need to speak German. So I'm hoping that is noted as well. Today we're making things clear one by one. Yes, there's this one point. There's this one particular point I want to kind of emphasize, so that I'm not contradicted, so that someone cannot say, oh, you are lying to people, or maybe you didn't particularly mention something. let that train pass. It's loud. Wow. So, this is one point people should know. You should have your own money. And when I mean your own money, it is you who is facilitating yourself to come here, the flight ticket, the visa. You're facilitating yourself how you will live here in Germany. And the minimum requirement, because I've gotten so many questions, what's the budget? How can I know how much I'll be able to use so that I know I start planning myself? List is 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros. So calculate 10,000 euros to your conversion rate to your country. So it's 10,000 euros in Germany. You have to have a minimum of 10,000 euros to be able to relocate here with the opportunity card. Why is it 10,000 euros? So that you can depend on yourself. You can survive here in terms of rent, in terms of food, in terms of when you're looking for the job. Because surviving in a new country, in a country that has so many rules, in a country that is, another thing, is not cheap, you know. You have to have 10,000 euros. 10,000 euros for you to be able to be relocated. So that is one of the main requirements when you relocate. Yes, you can get the 6 points, but if you don't have the 10,000 euros, you can't come. So make sure that is clear. I think someone told me, like, you have not even told people that. I'm like, okay, I didn't mention that, but I didn't know the amount. Now I have researched, I have known the amount, because what I said is that you have to depend on your own. You have to know that you will have this money, you will have a particular money, you will be able to survive on your own, to make sure that you're able to also be here and you don't have stress when you're also looking for the job. So note that, guys. That is one main important thing that you should note. Yeah. So guys, I have finished my meeting, so let me just answer now questions one by one. But of course, I've answered already questions when it comes to the amount of money you need, which is 10,000 euros, and it should be in euros. So it's you to convert your currency and make sure that all that money is in euro, which is 10,000 euros. So not in shillings, not in Ugandan shillings, not in nairas, but in euros, which is 10,000. I hope that was clear from the video from the previous statement that I made. Another thing, someone asked, I have the questions here. Do I need to get all the certificates and bank statements before the application? So for me, it's to prepare you to have all these documentations and have all this knowledge to know that you're able to get it. Yes, you should have all the certificate. If you have a Form 4, let's talk about the Form 4 certificate, not the Form 4, the university degree certificate or the certificates that you have. Make sure they're certified. Go through your professor or go through a lawyer and certify your documents. So just Google how you can certify your documents in the German way so that it is recognized here in Germany. And also verify the university that you kind of went to. Is it Nairobi University? Is it whichever university? If it's University in Nigeria or Uganda, I'll put the website here, the ANABIN website. That website you'll kind of search and see if your university is mentioned there and the course that you're doing if it is mentioned there. So go to this website and search your university and search the course that you did and see that if it is recognized here in Germany. Another things, how will I prove the English part? You will have to kind of get a certificate, the IELTS certificate. Everything is online. Just Google online and go do the test, the English test, and you'll get certificate online and you'll have that certificate online. So it's all about doing your research. So it's all about Google it, IELTS, do the exam, pass the exam, and make sure you pass it well, and you'll have your certificate. So that's how you prove that you can speak fluent English. Any other questions? Questions like, is any university in Kenya accredited? Like I've said, it's ANABIN. The website will help you know if that university is credited and that course that you're doing is credited. So make sure those two are there in the ANABIN website when you search for it. Yeah. Like I said on the previous conversation that you're having, I will put the link where you will find all the information. So probably if I don't answer some of these questions, I don't clarify them well, this website will help you know more about the green card and the chance carte opportunity card in Germany. So apart from me telling you some of the snippets or maybe some information maybe I haven't clarified well, they'll be there on that link. So go to the description link below and find it. But there's this question that someone is asking: will we rent a house when we land in Germany? So the best thing is find the house before you come here, because finding a house here in Germany is hell. It's not easy. So find your whatever. Work with a company that that they relocate people. There's a company that called Expert that relocate people, help you to find all these things. But the best way, if you have someone here already in Germany that can help you find this apartment and book the apartment for you. But what I can advise, the only apartment that you can get before you're here, before you're registered, because you have to have all this documentation to show the landlord, is to book a short-term apartment. Getting a short-term apartment is better, so that by the time you're settling and having you've registered, you've done all these things, it's easy for you to get a long-term apartment. You cannot come in Germany and get a long-term apartment immediately. You always get a short-term apartment. So short-term apartment is easy to find. You get them online, book and pay, just like Airbnb. Make them book so that by the time you're coming airport straight, you take your taxi, you go to the address direct. So I can advise you to either check Airbnb or check the websites where German offers this short-term apartment, and there are so many. I'll put some of the links there, and book it so that by the time you're coming here, you already have an apartment. But only book when you've gotten the opportunity card, so that when you get the opportunity card, you already know where you're staying. You've already even paid for it. You know, it's just a matter of coming and getting in, and then after that, look for a long-term apartment or a house. Another question: after landing in Germany, are there jobs that you will do immediately? Nope. You find the job yourself. For someone like me who relocated already with a job offer, I started work immediately. I started work the next day immediately. So this opportunity card, it's called opportunity. It's for you to come and look for that job. So it's for you to kind of know the strategy. Have a strategy. Don't just come here and say, I'll start working to every factory and asking for a job. No. Have a strategy. Have a strategy in terms of, I'm a truck driver. I've already looked for truck driving companies that have trucks that people drive, company like Dash. I'll even put the link. Look at the website, know the requirements. If you need to know German, if you need to know what, have all those things. So that by the time you're coming here and you're settling, when you go there, you already have your papers, you already know more about the company. Don't just come here without even knowing which job or where you will start. So have a strategy, have a plan. So that's what I can say. Don't just come here like you're coming here just for the sake of coming, for the sake of you having the opportunity card. You will suffer. You see, people are living in the street in Canada because they're just coming and then thinking that they'll get a job immediately. It's hard work. So make sure you have a strategy before you come here. Make sure you know which company. You've already identified some of the companies, so you're already familiar with some of this company, so that when you come here, you already know where you will start. So guys, I hope I have answered the questions, because I've gone through the questions. Some of the questions I already answered. Some of the questions I've answered the best way I know. But like I said, that link will really help you to elaborate more. And this is the link you should always have. This link, no one should give you another link, or no one should lie to you and create a website. Make sure if you're looking for a job in Germany, make sure the link, make sure the link is .de. If it is maybe www.something whatever, it should end with .de. Like in Kenya, it ends with .co.ke. So .com is all over the world. You know, when you create a website and it's .com, you can create it from anywhere in the world. But most of the websites that are created, some of them are just fake, some of them are just creating so many things. So make sure if you're looking for a job in Germany, looking for a website that is offering jobs in Germany, make sure it ends with .de. I'll put the link there. Some of the companies that are looking for people, make sure that it ends with .de, so that you not fall into any traps and anyone asking you for money. And if a company is asking you to pay amount of money for you to get a job, that's not a legit company. Companies don't ask you to pay anything. If anything, they should even pay you, because you're coming to work for them. You're coming to do them a favor. They're not doing you a favor. So no company should ask you for any amount of money for them to process your application or process you to get a job. No, don't pay anything. It's absolutely free. Anything that you need, the company should provide, because you're coming to work for them. So I'm hoping that is clear, and I'm hoping I've answered all the questions. with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping by the time September comes, I'll still put the link in my YouTube channel so that you can also verify, but I've also given you the link where you can also find it wherever you want. You can also still be going through it and making sure that you're up to date with anything that they're kind of updating every time. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, tell your friends this is a place to be if they want to relocate to Germany. So many opportunities in Germany. Tell your friends, subscribe, share, like, and make sure you also comment and ask so many questions so that we can also help each other and enlighten each other and make everyone know this information regardless from where they are in the world. So until next time, adios guys. Thank you. Love you guys.